I am not having a good day today. So I had a lovely bucket sitting here on the countertop with about 6 gallons of um, hard apple cider, and I went to pick up the bucket and move it, and it just blew up on me. You can still see the ring from where the sugar was leaking out. Bottles, we got bottles in the dishwasher, getting ready to bottle, and this plastic bucket just exploded. So I ended up with liquid all over the floor. It's still under the refrigerator. I have sopped up most of the liquid, but now I have to clean the sugar, and that's going to be a booger. I had a wave of it come here, and it seeped into the carpet, got in underneath all my boat parts, my refrigerator, hoses, everywhere in there. And I have managed to, in the last 4 hours, you can see that towel is still soaking wet here. That has to get changed out. I know, Eddie, it's a mess. Went under the sofa. I haven't cleaned under there yet. I went down the hallway, came this way. I mean, this is 6 gallons. And then it flowed underneath my table in here. And under this table was my mom's wool rug. So I have moved everything outside. Tools that got wet underneath. So here's the culprit. Brew Ohio. Your buckets fucking suck. Just blew apart. Yeah, I just went to go and pick it up and move it, and it exploded. So I had to bring my chairs out and wash them down. I get them cleaned up. I got my rug on top of the deck here. I'm washing that so it has a place to drain. Got my toolbox, more chairs. I just got this marine hose last week, so I was kind of gonna keep the boxes to use as dispensers, and maybe we can still. And then of course I had to do laundry. I was using towels to go in and sop everything up. The chairs had to come out and get washed because they've got little felt feet, and all of those were full of sticky. My tripod. I mean, it's just a big fucking mess. And I think, the thing that I'm really upset about is that I'm a Lyme patient. This took a lot of work to harvest apples, to rent a cider press, to process the juice, put it in gallon containers and put it in the freezer and keep it until I was ready to brew. And I double proofed this. It was well over 9%. So, what is 6 gallons of hard apple cider worth? It's a chunk of change. And the reason I brew is because I really can't afford alcohol, and I like doing my own stuff, but because I have control of it, and it's clean, organic, and I grow the apples. But of course, growing the apples means that you got to prune and spray and take care of stuff as well, and that's work. And I've been having cardiac issues this last year, and I'm still not over that. So this was not a good morning. Yeah, I don't know. Brew Ohio. Piece of shit bucket. Fuck. What a mess. Of course, I'm all sticky. I had just brewed a pot of coffee and was going to sit down and take my morning meds, and, couldn't do that because I'm sitting here looking at a tsunami, about this tall, just flowing across the floor. And, I mean, if this had been carpet, it had been a real catastrophe. But I've still got to pull things out and, clean and get all the sugars out, because the sugars are quite a lot. And that means getting the refrigerator out and the oven and cleaning everything. I still have more laundry to do. And unfortunately, I think this is going to get done on my knees with a wet towel. I mean, I got my fuel system here for the boat. It just is a big inconvenience and a mess. And I don't know. I'm really unhappy that companies sell crap like that to people, and you end up having, a day wasted because their bucket's a piece of shit and it doesn't work. So I'm not even like pissed off angry yet, as I am just so incredibly disappointed, because this would have saved me, having to go buy a little bit of beer or wine kind of thing that I sip on once in a while to help with pain. And I just, this is not cool to be selling products like this that can't function, can't perform the job. I know, it's a sticky mess, huh? Yeah. Don't track it onto the carpets, please. But yeah, you can still, there's just sticky everywhere, and it's just, ugh. No, George. I can't believe this. I just sat there and it goes, no! To lose a whole bucket of hooch like that. And see, Tiger Deb's Hard Apple Cider, 9%. I was just getting ready to bottle it. And I mean, how does a bucket just blow up like that? It just disintegrated. It shattered. So now that I got the wet off of the laminate floor, I'm thinking, I can slow down a little bit here and take a break and take care of myself, because this is just a shit show. I mean, honestly, this is not cool at all. So at 2:15, I'm sitting down, having my first cup of coffee and taking some of my first pain pills of the day, and I still have a lot of work in front of me. I had 6 gallons spilled. I've spilled in the house before, but I've never had 6 gallons spilled. That's too much, huh, George? So I will not be brewing in buckets anymore. I'm going to stay with my glass carboys. If I brew at all, I may rethink this now, because I just don't have the energy to mitigate this kind of a situation if it comes around like this. And apparently, I mean, that bucket is like 5 years old, 6 years old maybe. It's been stored in the house. It's not been in sunlight ever to be degraded. This is the first time it's outside. So if I brew again, I'm probably not going to brew in the house. Yeah, what a absolute nightmare this is on a lot of reasons. It's not the experience I was looking for, and now I don't have the product that I worked so hard for, and I have a house that's still sticky and dirty that I've got to contend with. So fortunately, it's 93 degrees today, and the stuff that's outside on the patio being washed should dry out pretty quick, and I'll be able to get it back in tonight. But I'm already exhausted just from doing what I've done to get the shop vac out to try to suck up as much of this stuff as I could, and then it turned into just big towels and wringing it out and rinsing those and going back and doing it again. And I mean, that's a lot of work too. So I'm really disappointed in Brew Ohio. I don't think you'd want your family members to have this experience, and I don't think there's anything you can do to make me feel better about this. So I don't think I could recommend your company's products at this point.